2 months in Asia felt like a dream. Every day was an adventure, riding through mountain roads, chasing waterfalls, eating street food at midnight. But slowly, something began to change. The chaos, the heat, the constant motion, it all started to blur together. You can't live in cultural shock forever. At some point, I realized I needed to breathe. I needed to feel grounded again, to return not just to a place but to a feeling of home. Europe. And what better place to reconnect than one of the Scandinavian capitals? Oslo. It's mid-November. In Bangkok, it's still 33 degrees. Summer that never ends. For me, it's been summer for over 7 months. I miss the cold. I miss autumn leaves, the silence of winter air. And now, here I am. 6 degrees outside, a different kind of stillness. I have one day to slow down, to watch the city breathe before I fly back to France, back home. Just a small, cute area near the river. As you can see, there is a railway station, there is a beautiful street with all these different lights, like trees, benches here, and on the other side there is some kind of playground, kindergarten, yes, and of course, ratatouille. No, don't go. If you go there, I'll find your friend. Yeah, yes, there is another one, you see. There are ducks over there. People just chilling in the evening. I mean, that's quite a lovely area, you see. And there is a statue, there is a skyscraper. I mean, cool. Oslo, you know, it feels kind of different from Bangkok, obviously. I mean, the first association with Scandinavian countries is dark red brick, but I haven't seen a single building with dark red brick so far, and that's kind of strange. And there is a reason for that. Historically, Norway was built mostly with wood. After several big fires, especially in 1624, parts of Oslo were rebuilt with brick and stone, but the red brick look never really took over. Instead, architects preferred plastered and painted facades, often hiding the brick underneath. Plus, Oslo's cold, wet climate and limited red clay made exposed brick less practical than stone or stucco. In the 19th, modernism arrived. Think concrete, glass and steel shaping the city we see today. You can still find some red brick icons like Oslo City Hall or the University at Blindern, but overall, Oslo's charm comes from its mix of wood, stone and modern design, not the classic red brick look. So next time you're in Oslo, remember, it's a city that hides its bricks well. Oh, Christmas trees. Just a quick reminder for you, it's mid-November, so just in a month, Christmas comes to Europe. Right, so all the way from there I noticed there was a dome of the church, so we will walk all the way here and see if that's actually a beautiful place. And yes, it is indeed. You know, little by little, but I start to believe that Oslo is actually a good thing for Christmas holidays. First, there is snow, real, fluffy, everywhere. Second, those colorful wooden houses look like they're straight out of a Christmas movie. And third, it's peaceful. No crazy crowds, no rush, just calm, cozy vibes and that perfect winter atmosphere. If you want a Christmas that actually feels like Christmas, come to Oslo. Oh, I can already smell the candles. Wow, all these candles, all this work on the ceiling, the story, the plot. It looks amazing. And the silence. So at first I thought there is something wrong with this church because it looks really different from all the other churches I've been to, especially from Catholic churches. I mean, it looks kind of similar, but it's different. And the main reason is that because it's not Catholic, it's a Protestant church, Lutheran, because Norway is a Protestant country. I didn't know that. This is Oslo Domkirke, the city's cathedral and one of the most historic places in all of Norway. It was built back in the 1690s after a huge fire destroyed the old church. What you see today is a beautiful mix of Baroque style and simple Scandinavian charm. Red brick walls, tall windows and that iconic copper spire. Over the centuries, it's been rebuilt and restored many times, most notably in the 1850s and again in the 1950s, when artist Hugo Lawsmore painted those stunning ceiling murals inside. But Oslo Domkirke isn't just a museum piece, it's still alive. This is where royal weddings, national ceremonies and local services all happen. And the best part? It's right in the middle of Oslo, surrounded by Christmas lights, markets and the sound of bells echoing through the city. So when you visit Oslo, don't just walk past it, step inside, take a breath and feel the history. Whew. Not the best place I've ever had, but what can we do about it? Norway is not that cheap, especially compared to Asia. Here we go, that's the next day in Norway, the only one we have.
Won't spend much time like in museums and other different activities which take a lot of time, you know. So we'll just spend it walking around the city, looking on beautiful buildings, riverside. I don't have a plan, but first of all we need to buy some warm clothes because I mean it's impossible to explore the city like this.
Now showed me the idiot who decided to ruin this facade of this beautiful building with his own hands. Does it look better this way? I don't think so. If you come to Oslo one day, you will notice that there is no a single color that dominates on all of the buildings. That's what makes the city feel so special. But to be honest, the orange, yellow, red, all these warm colors, those are my favorites. This gives you the impression of warmth, obviously, in this cold November day, especially with fallen leaves, blends so good together. It's magical. Something you will notice right away in Oslo. It's quiet. No traffic noise, no exhaust smell, just clean air and the sound of people walking, biking or chatting at cafes. So, why are there so few cars? Over the past few years, Oslo has done something incredible. The city removed more than 700 parking spots in the center, replacing them with trees, benches and bike lanes. Cars aren't banned completely, but they're simply not the priority anymore. At the same time, Norway made driving electric almost too easy. Electric cars here pay no import taxes, no VAT, and in many places, no tolls or parking fees. Gasoline cars, on the other hand, pay all of those and more. So today, almost 96% of new cars sold in Norway are fully electric, the highest rate in the world. And it's not just about money. Norwegians genuinely care about the environment. Even though the country produces oil, most people want to live green. Driving electric is part of daily life now and a niche choice. Plus, it actually works here. Norway has the world's densest network of EV chargers, from city garages to mountain highways. You can drive anywhere without worrying about range. All of this is part of Oslo's goal to become the world's first zero-emission capital by 2030. So fewer cars isn't a coincidence, it's a revolution by design. Oslo didn't just get quieter, we got cleaner, calmer and more human. And honestly, walking through the city, you can feel it. You will always stumble upon beautiful buildings, churches like this one, which is quite cool, frankly. What's the material? Wow. This dark red brick with this wooden small hut. Yes. Beautiful ducks. After all, that's the biggest city in Norway, so I expect it to be overcrowded and to have a lot of tourists here. And unfortunately, the church is closed. There is another wooden style school, quite modern, like football fields, playgrounds, another football field but for small children. Porsche, my dream car. I mean, my dream car doesn't mean I would never drive it, but it means that once it will be the reality. Quite a beautiful car. Wow. Grey is my favorite color, by the way. Nice. The chains for the trash bins. Alright, this kind of street art has to be commendable. It is absolutely beautiful, and even though those are not really the things you would want to see on these quite old buildings, still together it looks beautiful. You see this one? That's the parking. I love how they decided to make it in the same style as other buildings, so it doesn't look weird. So right now I'm heading to two of the most magical streets in Oslo, Damstredet and Telhusbakken. Damstredet is a tiny cobblestone lane with 200-year-old wooden houses, perfectly preserved from the early 1800s. Even the poet Henrik Wergeland lives here, and the whole street looks exactly like old Oslo. That's crazy. The roof is literally on the level with my legs, with my feet. And the chimneys literally everywhere. Look at this one. Again, the red, the orange, gray one, the yellow, white, the pink, another pink, all the different colors. And the beautiful dog. A few minutes away is Telhusbakken, colorful wooden homes, community gardens, and a little romantic path called the Love Trail, all sitting right below Oslo's oldest church. Both streets feel like a hidden village in the city, quiet, historic, and incredibly photogenic. Wow, just look at this color and the wooden tile. Wow, I've never seen this one. And if you look on the right, you'll see the view of the entire city. Beautiful. Beautiful. It looks like I found the best thing to do in Oslo. Do you see all these floating huts? Those are floating saunas. You know, it's really convenient. You take the sauna and then you just go swimming straight in the cold water. Visiting Oslo was actually a spontaneous decision for me. I wasn't even sure if it was the right place to come after Asia, but the city completely surpassed my expectations. It is clean, calm, and so people-oriented. The locals are friendly, open, and honestly, very stylish. They really know how to dress here. And the architecture, the parks, the cafes, the churches, all of it creates a vibe that's hard to describe but really easy to fall in love with. So, yeah, I'm definitely coming back to Oslo. And not just once.